How's it going, everybody? It's been a long time. Um, if you're new around here, my name is DESORATE. I have done some content in the past, but it's been years since I uploaded anything. But I was watching a Direwolf 20 video on this cool mod pack that he was playing. Threw me back to the old Skyblock series that I used to play a long time ago, and decided, you know what, it's about time we jumped on and give it a little more fun. So, what the plan is here, we're gonna do about 20-minute episodes a couple of times a week. We're gonna be uploading these, having some fun, seeing how it goes. I figured if I'm gonna be playing, I might as well just chuck it up online just in case somebody else wants to watch it as well. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. This one's called Mechanical Mastery. We are gonna do YouTube. It's a Skyblock, so I don't think the rest of the stuff matters. So we're gonna create a new world. It's very quest based, EMC based. It's quite interesting. So if you haven't seen it yet, if you don't watch Direwolf 20, make sure you check out his stuff because he's the master at all this stuff. But how have things been? Let me know in the comments below. If this is the first time you've seen my channel, or if you're coming back from before. Yeah. Just give me 1 second. I'll let this load in and we'll be right back. Okay, so it looks like we are good to go. So this is all you start with. Start with this advanced peripherals thing, which I have a feeling we're not going to get into for a while. But we're going to get rid of these because I hate having little you need to do this markers. So there's that. There's the one probe, which is the thing at the top of the screen there. I just tried to point at my computer screen, but that's not really an option. So we're going to put these away. We've got our lovely JEI, NEI, item lookup, whatever. I don't know what one we're using at this point. And then we got this quest book. So there's 5 different tiers, with tier 5 being the end game. A bunch of different interesting things. So we'll go into the overview. Mechanical Mastery is an expert, yes, yet not horribly grindy Skyblock mod pack focused around automating everything in order to keep progressing. EMC has been completely overhauled, and only raw resources such as ore chunks have EMC, and new mechanical essences can be crafted out of these raw materials with multiple tiers, giving exponentially more EMC the more complicated they get. In order to succeed in this mod pack, you need to learn how to automate these mechanical essences and gain as much EMC as possible. Good luck. So from what I watched, the idea is you're going to be automating a bunch of stuff, and then you take some resources and put it into one of these mechanical essences that they're talking about here. The mechanical essences actually produce more EMC than it costs to make them, so it's a net gain. So we're going to complete the task. There's no rewards. And then we go into tier 1 thermal. So we click that. We now have unlocked tier 1. So we've got all this stuff here. The beginning of tier 1 is right here. Welcome to this mod pack where your objective is to automate every mechanical crystal. Through this quest book, you will receive many of the basic materials you will need to fulfill this job. Make sure to learn the items first before using them up. No refunds. So we got to be very careful. So we can click welcome here. Collect all these resources. One thing I did notice, and I'll show you in a second, is you actually get 2 sets of all of these resources, which is kind of weird, because I was testing this out and I noticed that. Configuration panel. So as of right now, I think I'm just gonna do, I don't know. So you can turn on and off the moon or the day-night cycle. You can hang on to items. So when you die, you can turn on and off phantoms, and you can turn on and off the rain. I am gonna do the rain because the rain is annoying, and there's no benefit to having the rain. But I think that's it. I think that's the only ones. We're gonna leave the day night. I don't think we need any of the phantom stuff, but it's easy enough just to sleep every once in a while. Overhauled ore processing. So ore processing, by the time you get at the end, you can get, it's 3.33%, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's like you have to have all of the ores, or you have to submit an ore maybe. I don't know how that works. We'll figure that out once we get to that point. So it looks like the first section we got here is thermal. We need to get some wood, which is easy enough, and a cobblestone, which is also easy enough. So we are going to set this stuff back here, and this mod pack does have vein miner, or ultimine, I guess it's called in this case. So we can pop that open, grab a bunch of wood, try and get as many of these resources as possible here. And like I said, duplicate stuff. So we have twice the amount that we we should be getting, because for some reason it appears in there as well. So let me just grab some of these resources that we can learn. I don't think we can learn buckets. No, and then we'll grab our bed as well. So we are going to set our table right there. If you've never used Project D or any of these ones, I can't learn bread. Oops. It's super fun because you can, so essentially I have 0 EMC here. I'm actually going to do this too. Ooh, that was scary, but this is, yeah. I knew there would be dirt underneath that. Like I said, I tested this for a few minutes before jumping in. So you have this EMC counter, which actually in the mod, it shows it in the top corner. So you can always keep an eye on what we're doing. That's good once we get into the automation stuff. But we can now, so say we chuck in an oak log, we can now pull out an oak sapling because it's got 32 value, which is pretty darn cool. And coal is worth a bunch as well. So I'm actually going to grab some of this. We're going to start by making one of these. And we're going to expand our area a bit. In typical Skyblock fashion, you have to do it with oak slabs. Of course you do. But you'll notice here that if I hover over this, it says EMC 32. This one doesn't have EMC. So that's what they're meaning by the raw resources. So everything you have to grab the base form of and then craft it. So yeah, we're going to hopefully get into a better spot soon with all of that. And then we can, like you can get different refined storage, applied energistics, that kind of stuff. And then that makes the handling of all the resources a lot easier. Well, that's unfortunate. Guess we're placing that down there. So we have a little bit of an outcrop here. We can place our bed. We can, yeah, do this kind of stuff. So we're going to also make a pickaxe quick. Grab these so that we can get some. I'm gonna get some coal. Oh, look at me trying to craft coal. What the am I doing? There we go. And then I'm going to, just in case, I'm going to put that out there because I don't really want to get the stuff blown up just yet. Okay, so let's pop into our quest book. Get some wood here. That gets us 8 saplings, so that's pretty sweet. This just gets us clay, so that's cool. It looks like there's also, so there's a little checkbox beside 32 there. I think that means we've learned it because this says there's no checkbox, so that's cool. So we can just chuck these in here. A lot of the raw resources we can just leave in the EMC, like in the table, because then it doesn't take up storage space and we can grab it at any point. Sorting containers, sweet. Next task is going to be a cobblestone generator. How do I make a cobblestone generator? It's been way too long. Oh, shoot. Let me take my hand off of those real quick. We're gonna take a stack of dirt. Let's do that this way. Should like a building wand or something like that. Okay, so I think because it's got to be them flowing into each other, right? If you see that little thing here, I'll try and do it again. So see this regular block placing. If you see that little, like the brackets come around it, that means you can place it underneath. Pretty cool feature, especially if you're trying to dig down in one of these things here. Okay, so if we put, the good thing about this is we do have backup, right? We have an extra lava bucket, so we can try this, and if it doesn't work, then there we go. Actually, I'm going to do this and build myself a little spot to stand. Not that I need that after, because now we've so you can also shift click it in there, but I'm just being extra careful, just learning it over here and then doing it. But if you haven't learned it and you shift click it in, it should remember what you've done. So there's 64 cobble. I'm going to have a quick nap and we will continue on. So the next ones here are going to get fun. So we're going to start over here. We're going to get all our resources. So iron, copper, gold, just 1 silver, lead, and tin. We can also get aluminum, raw nickel, and there we go. So now we have to learn all of these to make sure we don't lose them. As I said, you can shift click them in. I just went for it. And we're sitting at a healthy 32,000 EMC now. So we can upgrade some stuff if we want to, like tools and all that, but it's not super interesting. So engineer's hammer is the first thing we need to make. So 2 iron and 1 iron nugget, but we also need to, you can search up here for anything you need. So we're going to grab 8 cobblestone. Actually, we're going to do 16 because I went past. We need 1 coal. Oh, actually, I have the coal already. We're going to do... And then we're just going to make a furnace here. I'm going to build a second one for later because I'll probably want to at some point. Put that in there. And then we will get a little bit of this. I have 2 sticks already. Oh, task complete. Those counted. What, sticks count as forge rods? That's weird. Okay. It's going to get us 100 experience. And then we're working towards our mechanical essence already. Just going to be 2 copper rods, which is just 2 copper. Aluminum gears. And iron gears. Okay. I'm definitely not super well versed when it comes to create, so I'm excited to see that because I want to see what kind of things I can do in it. There's our engineer's hammer, and then I think I can just make an iron plate, and that completes that quest. Perfect. Gets us 100 experience. I think we also, yeah, we did this one, so we can go into, if we make dust and a pulverizer, it gets us another experience. But as you can see, that gets us 1.2 times resources, so that's a good thing to work towards because we always want more resources. I can't jump ahead, trying to cheat the system. Okay, so dust is going to be the next one. I have this Constantine dust if we go down this path, so that's copper and nickel, so I will have to get a pulverizer. But to do a pulverizer, we're going to need a Sterling dynamo. So we got 4 more of these. I'm going to chuck this stuff in here for now. Don't really need my engineer's hammer. And the buckets, we can't do anything with the buckets, no. Okay. So to do one of these, what is the, it's A. Okay, so if you use A, you can make like a little task list over here, which is super helpful. Because then when you have a lovely brain like I do, that gets lost all the time, it'll help you out. So I think this can be cobblestone. I'm just kind of waiting for it to tick through. It looks like it's any kind of thing. So 1 redstone. We need an iron gear. We need a redstone flux coil. So redstone flux, so we need to get, we're going to need at least 1 thing of redstone. 1 redstone, 1 gold. I'm going to do another 7 iron as well. And I have 1 more of these still. So we're just going to wait for this to go through, then do a quick little swap here. And hopefully get that set up in time. I will need to make an iron pickaxe. So that I can break this iron, or this redstone. Perfect, I got enough here. Oh, what did that complete? Any forged dusts. Oh. So that completed the, that half. That's interesting. Okay, so we can do this, which is good because we can remove that. We need 1 of these. Grab our iron. Nice. Okay, let me grab. See whether these work. No, it doesn't work. So it might need to be actual stone. Which we're going to just do this. And if this works, sweet. Then we will be good. Let me just check. It does work. Nice. Does charcoal... Does it have any EMC value? No, it doesn't. And it's probably calculated in. Be interested to see. But okay, so quest complete. We now have a Sterling dynamo, which means we can start making a bunch of stuff. So we've got basic item transport. Just need glass and iron bars. Okay. I can remove these here. Using pretty pipes, so we'll check that on there. Basic power transport. We're just gonna make a starter one, right? I don't think we need anything more than that. Stuff. EMCIO. Does that have to be charcoal? That has to be charcoal. That's weird. A barrel. Invar plates. Which Invar can be made? So we need some dust and stuff like that. So we can't quite get to that one yet. Any Invar dust. So that's, yeah. So we need a pulverizer is going to be the big thing. So we need copper gears. Another redstone flux coil. Piston. And a machine frame, which is going to require a tin gear. All right. Bunch of stuff. Bunch of fun stuff. So that's going to be, I'm just going to call the first one here. This is us getting set up. So we've got a bunch of stuff that we can work towards next time. Make sure you guys are leaving a like if you did enjoy this video, if you're excited for the series to start up. And leave some comments below of what mod packs you've been playing, because maybe we'll switch to that after we're done here. All right, well, I hope you have the great rest of your day. Sorry, I'm out of practice with this. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and this has been DESORATE. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.